Come back to me. Got the feeling.
ऐसा स्टंट पहले किसी ने नहीं किया है।
Aircraft 1 ready to launch.
तुम्हें डर नहीं लग रहा है?
डर सबको लगता है, कला सबका सूखता है, पर डर से डरोगे तो कुछ बड़ा कैसे करोगे? तो ड्यू उठा और हिम्मत का घूंट लगा।
Aircraft 2 incoming. We have hit an air pocket.
माउंटेन ड्यू, डर के आगे जीत है।
Just like conquering the fear is one of the key to victories. In the same way, we have conquered the delays and are back. Guys, you're watching the Score College Gaming Club brought to you by Acer. Kaspersky is the cybersecurity partner, and the beverage partner is none other than Mountain Dew. And my partner today on the casting desk will be none other than the amazing Carlin. How are you doing, bro?
All good, all good. Thank you so much for that lovely, warm welcome. And it's good to be back on the desk. And we don't have much time to waste as we have been already quite delayed. Let's directly jump into the prize pool. And the prize pools is going to be on our screen any second now. We can have a look that the total prize pool for this event is rupees 10,000. First prize is going to get 5,000 rupees. Second prize is going to get rupees 3,000 rupees. Third prize getting rupees 1,500 rupees. Do not forget one thing. The MVP gets 500 rupees as well. So
Absolutely.
watch your heads because someone is going to be hunting them and someone is going to be chasing for those kills or assists. Or maybe both.
Absolutely. I mean that's the thing, right? Because we've been seeing players just showing and dominating the entire lobby in a way
Yep.
that you cannot even imagine. Like in a way you see in the ranked games, you just cannot even fathom those kind of plays. That are the ones that we will be looking out for because that 500 rupees extra price for the MVP is absolutely going to be the thing that they will be looking out for, especially for the team who actually wins the game, right? Because they kind of get in total of what 5,500 because 5,000 for the first prize and 500 for the MVP as well, unless the MVP is actually from the team who grabs the second place. But again, it's just as you mentioned that these are the prizes that these teams have been fighting for, and today we will find which team wins that grand prize of 5,000. Now, we've been talking about the prize pool. I also want to talk about the map a little bit. We know
Yep.
that the map is going to be bind. So,
Yep.
what are your experiences on bind, and how have you seen things going? In which way would that be attack favoring or defense favoring?
Really not sure because again, it depends team to team. And
Hmm.
as you've already spoken about bind on our screens, we can see it's going to be bind. Attackers are going to be bottom fraggers. Defenders are going to be George. My personal experience is that as this is a college event,
Hmm.
so we might see some cool picks coming in from both sides, from the attacker side, from the
Hmm.
defender side, from both the sides. So it's gonna be interesting. I will want to see how it plays out. A Sage holding on the B side, with the judge inside over there, pops out from nowhere and boom, boom to the face. The judge doing the work. Nades coming in the cubby area, flying rays here and there. All of these things are quite exciting and interesting. But let's see, will we see that? Will we not see that? It's all upon the agent select.
Absolutely. And again, it's just as you mentioned, totally depends on the agent select, depends on what are the agents that these people would want to play. Now, you mentioned about the Sage as well. Whenever you are playing Bind, there are two agents that I really love to see. One of them is the Viper, other one is the Harbor. Now, yes, we've
Oh,
seen a lot of agents adjustment coming in. Even the Viper requires one extra alt op to get that Viper spit online now. But the main part of that entirety of pick is the fact that you basically have two walls to delay your opponent's push, or even two walls for your attack side. You can literally just fake wall towards one side and hit the other one after getting the rotation of your opponent. So I personally feel like attackers rotating between the sites is something that they can do way too quickly because of the presence of those teleporters. So I feel that attackers might have an edge over the defenders whenever you are playing in bind. But again, at the end of the day, there are choke points that you have to cross. So those are the parts where defenders would be holding on to. They'll be using those utilities, spamming them, and one of them is the hookah. We've seen how important
oh,
that is for the B execute, right?
yep, indeed. Camping in hookah, attacking hookah, it's quite essential. And, we have some cheeky players with the judge, without the judge, maybe with the Phantom, Vandal, can be with any gun, to be honest, holding just down of hookah, sitting under hookah outside. And, you jump down hookah, you're like, oh, I don't see any traps, I don't see any alarm bots, I don't see anything, there is no turret, anything. Jumping down
Mm.
onto B side, maybe giving footsteps, maybe not giving any footsteps. Oh, there's someone saying surprise, hey, hi. Some welcomes coming in just over there as you jump down. So, it's quite interesting, it's quite exciting to see. But
Mm.
again, we are still not reached the stage of agent select, so we're not quite sure how it's going to play out, how it's going to be.
Indeed, but that's one thing. You just mentioned about the judge as well, judge being picked up. Now we've seen a lot of maps, and judge is sometimes avoided unless the teams definitely just want to go with that gun pick. But whenever you're playing bind, you know that the corners are so very close. That
Yep.
it's such a close map. The combats are so close that you can literally spam the judge. And if you're on a race, you can just satchel out in front of your opponents and only to spam judge right in their faces. We've also seen that happening in many VCT events. Even in Champions, we saw judge being used up when it was EG and Paper X Grand Finals. The judge came out as clutch in the hands of Jogimo. So it is highly possible that we might possibly see similar kind of gameplay coming in from these teams as well, picking up the judges and also probably going in for some phantoms. Even though the run and gun has been nerfed, I personally feel that still sometimes your luck just works out and you hit those nasty headshots coming in. But again, it's just as you mentioned, agent select not yet started, but I'm expecting them to go for a killjoy as well. Since you talked about it, that killjoy setup towards the B side could also work out for them. As soon as you jump out of the hookah, you can land right into the nano swarms, which will disrupt your position and will disrupt the flow of your execute. And that is the thing that defenders would be looking to get. So I think so Killjoy will provide a lot of value, but I've seen some nasty cipher trips as well whenever you're playing Bind.
Definitely. Some cipher trips coming in, cipher camps coming in, and when there is a cipher, the cipher has to be mischievous. Otherwise, there is
True.
no point of you taking the cipher as an agent. It is quite important for anyone to be nasty as a cipher, sorry, and you have to be that because you have to set up those cameras in the cheeky angles. You have to be very nasty and cheeky while setting up the trap so that whenever someone's coming in, oh, they have to be stuck. You cannot repeat the same odd things again and again and again and again because it will become predictable. So I want to see some fun cipher plays as well. Quite a defensive agent, and once comes into play, you know, you can make him
Mhm.
an attacking agent as well with the ultimate, especially.
That is true. The neural threat, such a great tool to use to get the positions, get the information on your opponent. Now, there's one particular agent I really want to talk to you about.
Yep.
We've seen how massive the nerfs on Jet are. So we've still seen quite a lot of people still go for it. But do you think it is actually viable to pick Jet in the meta anymore, since you only have now one updraft? And even the dash time window is so very less that you have to time it precisely. Otherwise, you would not be able to utilize that perfectly. And even the cloud bursts or smokes, it lasts for much less duration now. So, do you think it is good to pick Jet, or maybe now teams should prefer probably a Raze or a Neon over Jet, or maybe even a Yoru?
See, it's upon the player themselves. If someone is very comfortable with Jet, no one can stop them from picking up the Jet. However, you
True.
mentioned Raze. Raze is a flying agent. I call it the flying king. Okay. So, again, person to person, if you feel that you're more comfortable with Raze, you can go with Raze. Again, you have your
Mhm.
attack set up with Raze as well. The ultimate is so nice, showstopper. It actually is well named, I feel. One of the perfectly named ultimates.
True.
Showstopper. You're coming in, you stop everyone from attacking in over there, and you are the king for a moment. And you have the nades as well, the paint shells, you have the boombot to play out as well.
Mhm.
A perfect agent according to me. But if someone is not comfortable flying off with the satchels, then what good is the agent? If someone is actually
True.
happy, as you mentioned, with the number of updrafts there are now and the number of drafts there were earlier. See, earlier we had three smokes, now we have two smokes. Times of smokes have gone down. The smoke times earlier were higher, now they are lower. They
True.
disappear within seconds. So again, people have continued to take Jet, but honestly, I feel someone might be going for Jet today. It's just a gut feeling.
Mm.
It can be completely wrong, but it's just a gut feeling that someone might be going for Jet today.
I'm guessing an I miss you, Reina. Every time when you play a rank game, there's some guy named I miss you or I miss her, and then they just frag the entire lobby with their kills. So I'm thinking something along the lines that we might possibly see Arena coming in from either of the teams, and
Yeah,
probably
Arena
we'll see
can be
them
seen
top
as well.
fragging.
Lead, amazing ability, amazing utility.
True.
Okay, perfect over there. And the blinds, however they come into play from the Reina, I feel that it is just a multi-bagger and very easy for entry.
Right. And there's one thing about the Lear that you just mentioned. Mostly we see players just throwing the Lears out through the wall or way up in the sky so that the people would get blinded. But there's one thing, whenever you throw the Lear out up in the sky or in the open, then it takes a few extra milliseconds to actually flash the enemy. So they might sometimes see a glimpse of you walking out of the cover, and they're also able to hit that headshot. While if you throw the Lear into the ground, it activates instantly, and you basically get this small window of a pop flash play like you can go with any other flash user. So that's one mechanic of Reyna that I recently just figured out while I was watching something, and I think so it's actually pretty solid. A lot of people should use this in their advantage. Now we mentioned about Reyna, but there's also one thing, Sky, even her flash's duration was lowered down. She can, yes, she's got that heal, but now the Trailblazer has low HP as well. So it would be broken down way too quickly. You might not get as many concusses as you want. So I think so. Yes, Sky is still very usable, even though the durations have gone down for the flashes. You still have a lot of space that you can actually clear with them. Um, but again, at the end of the day, it's just as you mentioned. It depends on player to player. But since you are on bind, what are the compositions that you would expect at least one of them to bring out on the table?
Omen Brim, definitely something. One of the two are coming in, and Raze is something which I will be seeing. I'm hoping I'll be seeing at least. And there's a Raze, a Sage. Maybe someone will be the guy who will be like,
Mm,
yeah, I'll heal the team. I'll be the back end. I'll put up the res. All of that. So there might be a Sage as well. Now, coming on to the
mm,
other agents, what do we had? I do not think there will be any chamber, to be very honest. I feel that if there is some fan who wants to play with the operator, might really be hell bent on taking chamber or might go, but the chances of chamber coming in are actually very less.
True.
I would be really happy if by any chance we could see, a Sage and Brim combination, the slow orbs coming in, and just with that,
Mhm.
the ultimate coming in or the Molly coming in. So, yeah, these agents primarily. Sky might be coming in. You spoke about Sky as well. KJ, we've already mentioned. I think these are the primary agents
Right.
which we will be seeing. Okay, on that note, there are some technical difficulties which continue. We are going to be taking a short break and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Got the feeling. Come back to me. Got the feeling. Come back to me. Got the feeling. Got the feeling. Got the feeling. Come back to me. Got the feeling. Come back to me. Got the feeling. Got the feeling. Come back to me. Got the feeling. Got the feeling. Got the feeling. Come back to me. Got the feeling. Come back to
Aircraft 1 ready to launch.
तुम्हें डर नहीं लग रहा है?
डर सबको लगता है, कला सबका सूखता है, पर डर से डरोगे तो कुछ बड़ा कैसे करोगे? तो ड्यू उठा और हिम्मत का घूंट लगा।
Aircraft 2 incoming. We have hit an air pocket.
माउंटेन ड्यू, डर के आगे जीत है।
ऐसा स्टंट पहले किसी ने नहीं किया है।
Aircraft 1 ready to launch.
तुम्हें डर नहीं लग रहा है?
डर सबको लगता है, कला सबका सूखता है, पर डर से डरोगे तो कुछ बड़ा कैसे करोगे? तो ड्यू उठा और हिम्मत का घूंट लगा।
Aircraft 2 incoming. We have hit an air pocket.
माउंटेन ड्यू, डर के आगे जीत है।
क्या ready हो गए? Okay. Audio live.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for your patience and welcome back as we are jumping back into the game. The jaws are up. Finally, everyone's back in the lobby, and we will be beginning the game extremely soon as we are jumping in the map Vito right away. And since we were talking about the map, it is going to be map Bind, and we know we've been discussing a lot about Bind, and we've seen how and discussed how the agent select is actually going to go in. We're looking at the compositions coming in, and unfortunately for Carlin, he had to go out for some important work, so I'll be continuing. But nonetheless, we've got the attackers as bottom fraggers, and defenders would be the Jords. Bottom fraggers, love the name. I mean, that's what I always do in the game. I didn't intend to rhyme that, but okay. We've still somehow managed to get through this, and we'll be looking at the agent select coming in. A Killjoy
Choose
along
your
with
agent.
Reyna, so a double duelist composition alongside with a Brimstone. While on the side of bottom fraggers, we've got Raze, Brimstone, Sky, Cypher, as well as Reyna. So we've basically got almost all the agents that we were thinking we might get. And now we'll be jumping into the game. Now, looking just at the composition, very solid coming in from both the sides. For one, the initiator is Sova, or the other side, we've got Sky. And the other difference in their composition is just the Sentinel. That's one Killjoy, and on the other side, we've got a Feather, Cypher. Both of them have their own utilities, and I really love those utilities. Here's one. I like Sky as a little better initiator than a Sova, but in terms of Sentinel, Killjoy takes the cake. I think so. If it's on the attack side, bottom fraggers should have an advantage. They should be the one to finish things off on a 7-5 note. But since we're already seeing a solid Killjoy setup, probably going towards the B side, I think so that side would be difficult to execute with those nano swarms, alarm bots, as well as turrets in place. So I think so in
Placing
the
alarm
defense
bots.
department, I'm going to give the cake to the side of the Jords. Now it's going to be
Turret
a
out.
problematic situation since, of course, both of them playing with their strong hand. It's going to come down to those aim duels. As for now, we'll see first contact being made towards the A main. Shotgun's going to go to push them back. Reloads coming in. Reyna 65 HP, tagged a little bit, but another contact made towards Utka. The turret's just going to get some chip damage on Rohan, who'll quickly get his spy cam out to reveal the position of Killjoy. Then he's gonna go in, still do the damage, but that's gonna be the pick coming in. Raze doing a perfect job, but the execute is towards the A side as all three of them moving from the showers. Will be able to quickly get the plant down. As
Spike
Mantris
planted. There.
gets spotted and picked off. Reyna still standing strong. Spike has been planted, and now they need to get that pick as the nade's gonna go in. But the pick in the hands of Sova capitally was good for one, and that is 4 people standing strong. 2 of them on extremely low HP, but that's the first round going in for the Jords. Kept it smooth, kept it simple, did not go overboard, did not out-rotate or over-rotate. They played it really to the books and were able to get that win, raised with 2 of them in the previous round. That's a solid game coming in, at least in the round 1. Let's see how things are going to go down in round 2, as the buy is going to be simple. With Spectres, half shields, Judge coming in, even a Bulldog in the hands of Raze. The Judge is going to be detrimental,
Placing swarm
because it
grenade.
does give me an idea that maybe Killjoy would want to play in a little more aggressive, probably towards that box, and yes, that's what's happening. So any kind of aggression that's gonna go in without any utility towards Hookah will be punished, and that's 20
out of stock.
HP of Zam killing. I believe we get some of the smokes down, but Reyna, oh
down,
my goodness! That's a solid spray down coming in. Cypher cam destroyed as well. No information given, while Capital E has been taken down by Brimstone himself. Slayer's just gonna go and
One
move on that
enemy
angle,
remaining.
clear it out, and clear no to do. That's only Reyna remaining. Some good aim coming in. Mantris spot's been spotted yet again. Flawless round for the Jords.
Solid economy in their hand, but it was just a save coming in for the side of bottom Pragas. Let's see how things are going to turn out. As it's going to be a full buy. A couple of half shields though.
Eyes up.
Not quite sure why Mahatri Spot would go in for a half shield. Should have gone for a full buy, but probably just want to keep some funds in check. Capitally with a phantom half shield. So that's going to be a little problematic maybe, unless they're able to get the shots directly onto their face. Oh my god, that's clear right onto the face. That headshot did not connect, but Mahatri Spot's shot devil.
Smoke.
Taken down, Rohan wins his own duel as well. Everyone's going to be flooding in from hookah. That's the hookah flood. And they've taken control of the side in a flash as Smoke as well as Molly goes on towards the back. But will be flashing, they will be playing in for after plant position. But Zamkili,
Blinded.
solid,
enemy
takes one,
remaining.
will force the fight. And Brimstone falls, 20 HP in his hands. And only Rays remaining. And the round could be as perfect as it is, but Zamkili, does he have an idea? No, he does not. Checks just a second late. Capitally is good for the trade. One rifle loss. 4 retained. That is almost a perfect round coming in from their side.
The spike is still in
Jot
place.
Devil though might not have some full crits for a full buy, but will probably go in for the judge yet again. While looking at Rohan, he should have enough funds for a half shield buy. Maybe. Alright, that's Zamkili with the half shield vandal. Nonetheless, not very good economically either of these teams. So this one round loss would be detrimental to them, and they would have to fall back to another save. 2 for 1 is the situation
Need
for
help.
now, and again it seems to be the control going in towards the hooker as Rohan wins out the trade against Nova. Picks up one in the showers. That's going to be straight out coming in. And Ray somehow actually managed to get a pick on Mahatri Spot. Capitally again gets the ball bank kill on that Brimstone. Has been winning that Brim duel for a few times now. Jot
Enemy
Devil!
remaining.
Holy! It's with the judge in his hands. Stands his ground. Support coming in from Rays. And that's a shutdown. No one checked inside the container and then they were punished for it. Judge in the hand, and who says you can't play a judge when you're on site? Full buy for the Judge, while on the other hand, if you're looking in for the side of bottom fraggers, they'll have to fall back yet again. Almost the save, but nonetheless, that's going to be flash. Just got at least one, but oh my god! That's just nasty. That is nasty pick. So unfortunate for Zamkili. Could not do anything. Look
Quiet
at that
now.
slow creep coming in. Mistake. Could not get the shot connected to the toe. Was on point. Another one. A Cypher will fall as well. There's only 2 people now remain. I think so. They should probably just go and save those rifles that they have again.
Grenade!
They want to make contact. Killjoy does not have any weapon though, so he'll probably just play with those jump
Target
kicks and have
destroyed.
some fun with the
One
target.
enemy remaining. Spike down B.
While his team comes and Capital was able to take Reina down, but Brimstone
Get him.
quickly trades him off. Only
Okay.
remaining Matre Spot taken down. Brimstone was actually coming in from behind him, probably to knife him out, but that's the 4th round going in for the Jaws at the end of the day. It's just 1 for bottom fraggers. They've got 3 ultimates to work with now. That's the Neural Theft as well as the Empress along with the Orbital Strike. They can definitely set things up if in case they want to towards the A site at least.
Placing sentry.
Because that Orbital Strike is just going to clear the entirety of those U-Hauls and can push all of them back, while the Neural Theft, if they get a pick, would be extremely useful. Another dash coming in, and just as we thought.
So they are completely coming in, connected on Zankili. Where's the third one though? And the spray down is there. Mystic taken down. Reina in the back. So oh my
Spike
goodness, it's
down
just gonna
A.
push that smoke without anything. Gets the reward for that. And rushes
I know
backwards to safety.
exactly
Margin
where
spot still right there. That's the
player
new threat being
standing.
used up. But
There.
Trace is good with that spray down. The gun's gonna be spotted. And that's gonna be the spray through the box. But Rohan wins that spray down. Position noted, a 3v1 situation. There's absolutely no way he wins this out from this point, as he's just caught from every single angle, spotted out as well. Sova gets the head and the fifth for his team.
Watch them run when lit by my sonar. That's when we strike.
Still got some funds for a broken buy though, so they are deciding to invest into that now. Should they do it? That's going to be the question. Or they should fall back to a save, because at least 3 of them will not have any kind of funds for the next round. They do though. Couple of hero rifles coming in.
Placing swarm grenade.
Setup is there towards the B again with the Killjoy. Now I think so that bot fraggers, they actually need to break the Killjoy setup. They need to
Swarm grenade
at
out.
least make sure that there's some kind of contact towards the B side to make sure that the utilities have been baited out, and then probably going for some rotation. That's a good bait on coming in, but still the spray on George Devil. Absolutely jawed at the point. Gets Mathre's spot. Oh, alright.
Camera taken out.
Okay. Cam has also been spotted. Now they only have to deal with just Reina on towards that side. So they've got this window to work with before anyone else would be able to rotate on the side towards the A. But that's just that push through. They take the TP. Reina just denies everything. Rohan on an off angle will get the pick, but the damage has already been done as Brimstone is here. The cavalry has arrived to the site to spot them out and finish them off one after the other. Spike is in his hands. Again, wants to probably play on that off angle. 30 HP in the hands of Brim. But Rohan
30
himself will
seconds
be backstabbed real quick by the Killjoy. The spray down is good. Rohan will get one, but will be traded by Raze just as quickly. That's the 6th round on board in the hands of the Jords. Much needed timeout coming in from bottom fraggers. Stop that momentum, slow things down. Because this is getting out of hand at this point. 6-1. What I feel that is the fact that they kind of use a little too much utilities towards the B side when they wanted to fake. They probably wanted to go in for a double fake to make some noise towards the B. Then again, rotate towards the A to get their attention, and then use the TP to again go towards the B side. But that plan was just thrown into the furnace because of the heat that's coming out of Reina on the side of Jords. I mean, that guy has just been holding that one specific angle, and they've not yet been able to push Reina back from that, and that problem. They have to find a way to deal with Reina, especially in the U-holes. Probably going for a pop flash nade play, and they can definitely go for it. Or this seems impeccable. It seems that they're not being able to push Reina back at all, and that position is key. They need to take that position. They can probably try and go for that kind of play, but again, the result's going to be same if Reina is not pushed back, and that's reveal. Where is it going to land? That lineup seemed pretty solid though.
I've
That's
got
a
your
good score,
trail.
but there we go. The Seekers have been invested in the round. You know the position. That's already 3 people stacking up towards the B side. Shock darts gonna push probably then back. Devil able to kill Zankili. Again, it seems to be same situation. Cypher seems to be a great lurk in this game, but again, they have not spotted
I
Reina
know
out.
exactly
Rohan
where you
takes
are.
one out. Your threat's gonna upload their position. Reina's position now noted, but still Reina wins that trade. And again holds the angle, but finally Mistake deals with her. Empress is available. They've got the weapon upgrade as well, but already one person back on side while Mathar is spot. It's just wrecking havoc towards the B side as it entirely is empty. But where's the spike? Where is it going to be committed? That's the question. 2v3. Still doable as showstopper available for Raze. Just waiting for the spike plant to go down.
30
Still surprised
seconds
why the
left.
spike has not been planted yet. But again, it seems like there's been some kind of an error. Maybe we're gonna go for a technical pause. If not, the spike plant should go down real quick as Capital E is back in action. And yes,
10 seconds
he'll be
left.
planting that spike for his team. And getting back in the position to probably deal in this after plant. Everyone just standing strong, holding their ground, not making a move even an inch. Probably hoping that there might be someone else on the other side who might make the first step. You know, it's one of those intense anime moments when you and your opponent are just standing still at one place. Just an inch of movement would probably give an opening to your opponent who would capitalize on that. That's the position that every single one of them is in right now. Just look at that. Holding their ground, standing solid. No matter if the spike detonates, they will just stand their ground with not move. That kind of gives you the Luffy Kid Law vibes in the Wano, but alright. That's gonna go the second round in the way of Team Bot Fraggers. We're definitely in a problem right now, in a pinch, but again, nonetheless, we're gonna see what happens in this one specific round. 6-2 is the situation. Definitely, you can come back from it, but just one more round and things might end up getting snowballed out of control. Let's see again. Maybe a spawn battle? Everyone just stays in the spawn, waits for the other to move towards that. I'm just joking at the end of the day. I know it's all a disconnect situation, so almost 9 players in the lobby have been disconnected. Finally, they're all getting back. We're probably gonna have a rollback of this round at least so that they're able to buy. But it was so fun. Especially that anime battle moment when they're not moving an inch. Lucky for the side of Bot Fraggers that Brimstone came online, capital E, right on time. Plant the spike. Finally, I can read the names. Sova's name is Slayer. I'd be able to call him with his name, but we're gonna have some technical issues, guys. Please do not worry. We're gonna fix that issue as quickly as possible. Do not worry. We'll be keeping you updated about that. And yes, just as we thought, we're gonna have the rollback of one round. We'll be seeing the buys coming in. Sometimes I feel that I've got future sight chunks. I'm just kidding though. Go is my favorite character, but nonetheless, everyone's just gonna go into their positions. You get the buys in. And it seems like it's again going to be a Killjoy alongside with Raze on towards that B side to maintain that control. Raze will probably play a little aggressive towards B main, while Killjoy is going to hold the setup and take control of the hookah. As for Bot Fraggers, they seem to be moving towards the B, probably. They're gonna go in and flood through hookah and take that control. They do not want to take fight with the Reyna. They're having troubles dealing with her, but if you're looking at the ultimates, Seeker's available. While on the hands of the Jots, we have the Orbital Strike along with the Showstopper. We have a rollback of 2 rounds because of the fact that the disconnect happened in a round prior to this one. So,
Turret out.
fortunate for Bot Fraggers, but nonetheless, that's the rule. We'll be waiting in for some technical issues to clear out, and we'll be jumping back into the round as well. As for the situation right now, it goes definitely favoring the Jots, but the key to breaking this defensive setup
is the fact that
Right
you have to push Reina out of that position. That's a very good jet sticker, and she's actually looking pretty beautiful in that. So you need to push Reina out of the U-Hauls no matter what. The Cypher lurk was extremely well done and well played in the previous round. Cypher lurking from the showers, moving towards the back of the site. Now, they can probably try and use that in their advantage by letting Cypher go in the U-Hauls to take Reina down in that duel, rather than catching everyone else on the rotation back towards the A side. But that was a solid move. Four of them making noise towards the B side to get the rotation of at least three of them towards that, and then Cypher just slowly creeping his way from the showers, taking control, taking that space, and then ending up getting the pick on Sova while he was rotating back towards the A side. So that is the kind of play that they need to go. And if in case they manage to pull that off a couple of times, it kind of leaves a threat and it will open more defense, because then the Jaws would not be able to rotate on the first contact. They would have to wait. They would have to see if it's actually an execute or is it just a fake and possibly a lurk play setup coming in from the side of bot fraggers. So I think so that play is the key. They kind of have found the the break in this solid setup that's been coming in. They found the kryptonite, so they should be able to somehow, kind of get a few more rounds in their attack side, because that one play is going to lead to other, that other is going to lead to next one. So if they're able to get into that zone, into that momentum, they should be able to, I would say, somehow out rotate, because they have those TPs to use. So breaking the killjoy setup towards the B once should be their key to quickly try and go in for a couple of rotations and then try and out rotate your opponents using that TP, using those TPs, using those the game strategy, IGLing to your advantage. But at the end of the day, we just have to wait for a few more seconds, guys. And again, since we've been talking about the ultimates, we know there's already an orbital strike as well as the showstopper available for the Jods, along with the Empress, which for some reason I don't think Reina even needs. And this game is dominating either ways. I want to see if his name is actually Acer. That's gonna put my joke into a reality. So whenever you're going in for a plant, especially in those default positions, you know that if there's an orbital strike, it is going to come down a second late and you'll be taking a ton of damage from it. Plus, there'd be also be players waiting for you to exit that zone to just surprise you and put the damage right on your head. So that's going to be an important tool, along with the showstopper to probably deny the space, even deny the plant, or solid for the retake as well. So they need to find a way to deal with these. I've got the Seekers to give them the information. Impress available on both the sides though, so mid-rounding can be completed by the Seekers. But what is going to be to their plant plan? That's the question. Seems like everyone's getting reconnected and back in the lobby, so we'll be beginning the round soon. But yes, it's going to be detrimental. Somehow, we need to get this round no matter what. Because once they're able to, they'll probably find the footing that they need. They have to break this momentum coming in from the Jods. Because if this momentum is continuing, they'll probably end up at somewhere around 8-4, maybe if they're lucky. Because that's how the setups are going for now. But again, we've been discussing this a lot of times. Reina is the key. They need to push Reina out of those U-Hauls. They need to break that chain. They need to somehow break that scenario. We're just seeing some good old pictures of Wind. I don't even know what's written on that wall. There's someone who knows Urdu. Please do type in the chat. What is that? What's written on the wall? I know I can find it on YouTube, but I just don't want to go. Is that a more feather design on the wall? That looks solid. That looks cool. These designs on the maps, sometimes they they leave me in awe because they're so beautiful. Even on the bind on Lotus, honestly, Lotus is everywhere on that map. Sometimes you not even notice, but Lotus is not all, so many Lotuses and she's just having fun. It's like it's just gonna be enjoying. Just a couple of people will be reconnecting, guys. We do apologize for the inconvenience and we do apologize for the delay. But unfortunately, there's been just some network error coming in. But do not worry, we will be fixing it all real quick. Why don't you take a little sip of Mountain Dew, conquer your fears to move towards the victory? Because that's what's been going on when I'm waiting for my set of Mountain Dew to be received. But all right, that's all jokes, fun, and games. We're seeing players getting reconnected back in the lobby as well. And again, we were talking about the designs on different maps. I really love the new map as well. That's Sunset. I wanted to discuss this with Carlin as well. But again, let's just see how these maps roll out because Sunset is extremely new map. I'll just take a sip of water, guys. Why don't you enjoy this one small music in the meantime while these players get reconnected? I'll be right back.
Come back to me. Come back to Got the feeling. Come back to me. Got the feeling. Come back to me. Got the feeling. Got the feeling.
Let's have some look at the bind from above. How it looks up in the heavens. Such an amazing map. Look at the detailing. It's all in the desert. But I know, guys, you've been waiting for a long time, and I really appreciate the patience coming in from all of you. Thank you so very much for that. But please do not
Revealing
worry,
area.
as we are back in action and everyone's ready for the challenge, and we'll be jumping right in the game. It's going to be round number 8. As 6 are already in the favor of the Jods, 1 for bot fraggers. And it seems to be that they want to do the exact same thing that they did in the previous try of the same round, as they're going to go in for the full execute coming in along with the seekers. So stopper deny the push coming in. Reyna takes Rohan out, so that's Lurker dealt with. They get fully going for that rotator. George Devil, this is absolutely insane. Takes 4 of them in the choke point. Denies any kind of push and gets the 7th round on board for his team. What a start coming in for their side. Absolutely insane play from George Devil. And has got the lockdown up as well. So if their team wants to go in for the retake, they can definitely use that lockdown up for their advantage. As the alarm bot now goes in, the hookah goes in for the full setup yet again.
changing his position a little bit to make sure that no one is actually able to target him. Soa has already got in a pickoff on Raze and now push back everyone else.
Deploying drone.
Mahatre already taking some chip damage. That tag is going to come in. No Hunter's Fury to capitalize on, but Capitally definitely
Blinded.
takes one win. Zone fight, that's typical stack towards V2-1A. Soa gets one. Short Devil takes care of Sam Killy. That's the lurker out of the question now. What's going to be the choice of action?
Last
for
player
the side?
standing.
Jordan, that's already Soa taking Rohan out. So Jordan's just winning every single duel, every single gunfight that they're taking. Clearing out all of them one after the other. And it seems that Mahatre is going to be getting pinched as of now. Jordan with the nade tries to go in for the fight and Raze shuts him down. Shots right
Do you
onto
want to
the head.
dance?
Gets the earth one on board. Even though it was seeming like a comeback coming in from the side of bottom fraggers, but right now it seems entirely difficult for them. Because they've just got one round. It's 8 in the hands of Jods.
Turret out.
And in terms of economy, they're snowballing out of control. Look at that, 9,000 crits, 7,000. It's only Brimstone with
Scanning
2.
ahead.
Full buy coming in though, with Zamkli still only on a Bulldog, along with the half, not the full. That's going to be the showstopper coming in to push Rain out back, will finally take him out. That's the pick that they needed. They throw the nade to clear those corners. Owl Drone's going to reveal the position of one, but no one else. So that's
Open up the sky.
Race from the jaws as well, jumping in. Zamkili seems to be in trouble, down to 25 HP. That was a pretty solid obvious strike coming in, and Raze with that lurk needs to make a play.
Spike
Zamkili's
down
taken out.
A.
It was already low though,
Last
and that
player
Martin got
standing.
mistake. OP as well as Rohan getting their own wins. Everyone falling one after the other. John Devil still stands strong on his ground, takes 2, but only good for them. As Matre spots him out, takes him down, wins the round. 8-2 now. The situation definitely dire. But is a comeback possible in this case? Even if they're able to take 4 rounds,
Here.
it still would be doable as long as they get the pistol in the next one. We've seen teams coming back even in a 9-3 situation. That's why it's called the curse. But pulling that out is
This is a nice
going to
spot.
be out of this world. But we'll just have to wait and see how things roll out as Orbital Strike by Capital League. They'll probably try to get a game, but maybe push back Reina from that spot, and that is what they are now doing. Beautiful play to just take control of the U-Hauls and probably get the spike planted as well. They've also got the Starboard control. Reina already low. He's able to get one of them. Will heal himself back up as Mystic OP falls. Shots connecting right onto the head. Outro will give
One enemy remaining.
out a lot of information as only one remains, and Brimstone is there for the clear. Gets all of them one after the other, making sure Jod go on to the 9. Amazing plays after amazing
Last
plays.
round
The
in the
moment you
half.
think that maybe bot fraggers have got it in the bag, that's the exact moment you're basically wrong. Now the question is, do they have enough funds for buy? I can see a Phantom coming in, even a Spectre is there, but that's just a broken economy. They'll probably be bringing a couple of Spectres, even a Stinger in that. Along with the half-shield operator in play in the hands of Soa. On towards the U-Haul seems to be another hook of blood. Their read seems to be perfect as there's absolutely no one guarding that space.
Placing
And the
swarm
space
grenade.
has been taken on B main, though, so they have to be wary of that. Noise is not being made, not a lot at least, since the swarm grenade was also thrown by George Devil.
Spike down B. One
And
enemy
everyone
remaining.
falls like skittles, one after the other, in the hands of Raze. And they win the round in an instant, just
Switching
in a blink
sides.
of an eye.
Anyone have any
Seems
spades?
like they've
I may
got
have
a
jammed my
perfect
fingers.
read on every single
Multiple
play.
fingers.
that bot fraggers are bringing in front of them. I don't know how they are managing to do that, but watching that happen, there's only one word that comes out of your mouth, and that is perfect. Because that is what their play has been on that defense. But now it's time for them to get back on the offensive side. How things are going to roll out in this half,
There.
it's going to determine the winner. On the defense now, Bot fraggers, they have to brush off everything that happened when they were in the offense.
Okay.
So beacon to clear out some space, making sure there's no one
down.
there. Smoke's coming out. Delay the push though, but they're already coming in on site. Flash can reveal the position as well.
Spike
There was
down
a dart
B.
coming in, but still, Capital E standing strong. Rohan down to 10 HP, but that's a 2v4 situation. A couple of them pretty low on HP, but Rena's actually going in for the lurk play. Sova gets one. Zamkill is going to get some
Placing swarm
HP back
grenade.
onto the hands of Cypher. The Rohan would be able to breathe a little better now as your Devil is low on HP. Will be tagged. Vision reveal though. Even
One
now.
enemy remaining.
That's gonna go down. That's
Spike
already one
planted.
pick coming in. The spray down is there. Zamkili will be taking the third. And that's the pistol. And it all starts with a pistol. Bot fraggers. Still got some life left. Still got some fighting spirit left. And they'll use every single bit that they have to come back in this game. And Mahatra and Mystic, they need to be the people to lead the charge. Even though they're on the defense, they need to make those plays. They need to be proactive around the map. Need to make sure that there's something that they're doing. At least taking space, maybe taking the duels. He's gonna push them back at least a little bit. Takes the contact, takes one, but Brimstone is right there, jumping up and down, taking that space, and everyone just coming one after the other. That's Marshall in the hands. Marshall tries to make something, gets the
Spike
shot.
down A.
Has the orb in his hand, spikes down
One
in
enemy
front of
remaining.
him. And that's gonna be Sova
Yeah.
falling down as well. Everyone was tagged low, so that's just one Marshall shot enough to take them down. Your Devil now taking control with the shorty in hand.
Alarm bot out.
Alarm bot to reveal the position, but they are the ones who need to make a play. Since they need to plant the spike. Two of the rifles in the anti-eco taken out. But how much more can they do? That's the Lear. Probably throw him out of position. And I really love the adjustment coming in from Capital E. Knows that it's a shorty in play. So it's just playing away. Only one person remaining. Oh my
30
goodness, what a
seconds
time
left.
to hit the reload. But still, since it's a shorty, can't do much. It's better to switch up for a frenzy, maybe. And again, only 15 more seconds remaining. I really love the patience from Bot Fragment. Just so well done. Bulldog
10 seconds
get
left.
some more damage. It's just Jordan in only that one corner. No one wants to take that fight for him. That's finally him pulling out the frenzy, but already low HP. A couple of tags. It's enough. Rohan does the job. Such great patience. And that is what you need. You need to be patient. Even if you're lagging behind, you will get those rounds as long as you keep your cool. As long as you're calm enough.
Yes, this should do.
Rohan gets the camera at a solid
That goes
position
there.
though. I don't think so. A lot of people expect it to be there.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Just getting those strips out on positions that might not be expected. Just to catch them all. Flash is not going to reveal anything. So this is a solid window of opportunity that they can take. Raze wins his duel against Marty's Body. An advantage that they have in Reyna again taking Mystic OP down. So that's two duels already going in favor of the Jords. They will get the spike planted as well. I think so they should have a lineup of two. Flash, dodge well.
One
Raze will
enemy
kill
remaining.
Zamkili.
That's capitally only getting Jod Devil out. He can do as much economical damage as possible, but maybe not that much as Reina, high on his heels, is able to take him down. So very quick with those plays. That's another round going in for the side of Jods. We're gonna go fast forward it to 15 more seconds till the banners, till the barriers are out. 11-4. That's already one round away from the match points. Jod would be sitting in a very comfortable position. The upset is needed to be done. And how will it be done? That's going to be the question. We can have some spider cam coming in. Play. Cypher's gonna note down that there are at least a couple of people there, so might as well want to call someone for the rotation. A spike has not yet been committed, so maybe they're just trying to get a couple of picks. No one has entered the site though, so they can rest easy. As for now. Oh, what? Straight down to the common angle. This Raze gets one. It's capitally out of question, and now they can probably go in for the execute. But they need to get the spike in as well as a couple of people are already inside. And somehow, Raze still finds two. Zamkili with a marshal in hand. Position has been loaded. And that Grim jumping out from the hookah will be dealt with. But Raze 3 in the round. Healing's gonna come in to get Rohan back to a decent amount of HP. Now the Storms coming in. Clear out the position. It is a B hit full on. They will get the spike down. They will get the spike planted. Rohan. Timing should be impeccable. Get some chip damage, but not full one.
remaining.
Could be an ace, but no. Raze has been dealt with 23 HP. Needs to be a headshot. Misses the timing. And it's just so very close. Got a classic in hand. Jumps up the container. Clears out the space. Should know that it's Killjoy inside the container. Oh my god.
Where is everyone
So very close. It's
hiding?
got the judge in hand. Position will be revealed. He has absolutely no idea that is above him. How close can this be? The right click needs to come in on time, but they are not there. Jod Devil will dodge those sprays
Match
and will
point.
get the round and put his team to a match point. What a situation. My goodness. He had the time to hit the reload, but again, that would have given the sound cues. That was such a close round coming in, but unfortunate for bot fraggers, they were not able to close it out. And now the Jords one round away. So a lineup's gonna go in. Not gonna clear anything, probably. It actually cleared the space in showers. Yeah, it probably did. That was the lineup. It was 4.
Launching smoke.
Smoke's gonna come in, slow down the push. Very nice now.
You're done.
Clear some things out. Capitally takes way down, but that's gonna be the quick play coming in. Just right in the face. That's gonna be the satchel play coming
Last
in. He
player
actually
standing.
jumped backwards on that satchel. That could have been a misplay, but maybe just wanted to create some gap. But it's a 1v3 situation. Matre is what needs to make the play of his lifetime, and he cannot do
Attackers
so.
win.
A Slayer will be taking him down and gets the map for his team, and that is going to be the game. 12-4. And that was a treat to watch, especially for the fans of the Jod, as Eclipse top fragging 18-7. While Raiden, even though he had 21 kills, his ACS is 315. Second on board to only Eclipse. And that's what you want from your duelist. You want those first bloods. 9 first bloods coming in total of 17 rounds from them. That is the performance that they wanted to put up for. So Eclipse would be the one winning the prize of 500 rupees for the MVP, while the winner of those 5,000 is going to be none other than the Jods, playing absolutely amazing in this game. And again, at the end of the day, it's a 13-4. Definitely a heartbreak for the fans of bot fraggers, but they tried their best. They did what they could. There were some problems in the network, but even after that, they showed a solid performance. And again, we'll be seeing the victors in the game. That is the Jods winning, while bottom fraggers are the ones who will be learning from this and will be moving into the next tournament. We'll be getting some information. We'll definitely find out their mistakes. You either win or you learn. So they've learned a lot. Congratulations to the George for winning out that prize. Now, this has been an amazing game again at SKOAR College Gaming Club, which was powered by Acer. Beverage partner was Mountain Dew and cybersecurity partner Kaspersky. This has been me, Scared Yet, your caster. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. But make sure to join in the next stream as well. And for that, you need to click on that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that you will be notified when we'll be moving to the next college and the next tournament. We'll catch some more young prodigies coming in. But till then, have a good evening and stay tuned.
Aircraft 1 ready to launch.
तुम्हें डर नहीं लग रहा है?
डर सबको लगता है, कला सबका सूखता है, पर डर से डरोगे तो कुछ बड़ा कैसे करोगे? तो ड्यू उठा और हिम्मत का घूंट लगा।
Aircraft 2 incoming. We have hit an air pocket.
माउंटेन ड्यू, डर के आगे जीत है।
Got the feeling. Come back to me. Got the feeling. Come back to me. Got the feeling.